Time for the afternoon shift. That's usually when things heat up after the quiet mornings. More kids coming in after school, more pro gamers rolling in with crews. I'm heading back to my desk, ready to take care of what needs taken care of when I am intercepted en route. Gavin! Ashley! Augie. Ashley, you're both back. Good. I was hoping to catch you before we left. Oh, what's up? HAMZA? HAMZA is up.
Okay.
He is? Huh, okay. Ashley, I'll bring the van around shortly. Augie, you'll be flying solo today. What? Wait, what's happening? Who's HAMZA? HAMZA? I'm gonna go with HAMZA. HAMZA is a game finder and auctioneer and gives next to no notice of when a new block of games will be going under the gavel. We need to move. Ashley, Naomi, Francine, and I will be going to his auction for the rest of the afternoon while you run the Funplex. My first instinct is to nod and go along with it. Gavin is the law around these parts. But Percy's words are dangling away in my mind. Doing what needs doing is great and all, but maybe I need to step up. Plus, the idea of being trapped in here for the heaviest hour with no support of work was hardly appealing. I want it on this too. You're trusting the Funplex to me? How about Ashley and I swap and I come along? Well, I guess we can't all go, can we? I guess we can't all go. But this sounds like a kind of hunt for arcade game. That sounds kind of cool. You're trusting the Funplex to the newbie? I might burn it down. No, don't put doubt on yourself. How about Ashley and I swap places? Well, I mean, why do I have to swap with Ashley? Like, why can't I? Well, I mean, I kind of understand. Why can't? Yeah, Francine should stick around here. I don't know. Maybe she knows this HAMZA guy. All right, I do want to go, but I want to go, but it sounds like only 4 people are going. Whoa. What if I want to come along and see this auction myself? I'm never going to learn the business if I don't take a bigger role. You're a floor attendant. Your place is on the floor. Aw, that's patently unfair. I'm a floor attendant too, and you're dragging me along. I feel like such a third wheel at those auctions anyway. Let Augie be the third wheel, and let me handle the floor. I'll be the finest third wheel you've ever met, trust me. I want to do more than I've been doing. Different things, new things, show initiative. Well, I suppose it wouldn't change much to bring Augie instead, but no costume time today, Ashley. I need non-plush fingers in case of ticket jams. Pinky can stay in storage for the afternoon. I'm just happy to be helping out folks one way or another. I need to get the van. Wait out front, please. The van? We'll probably be closed by the time you get back, so I'll see you in the morning. Floor attendant Ashley, away! Leaving me waiting outside with my 2 traveling companions. Are we gonna... do I want to do this now? I don't know if I want to do all this now. Not much time to chat, however, as Gavin pulls his van and a rental trailer around. Oh my, how exciting. I rarely go on adventures these days. It's just a quick trip, ma'am. Any trip is an adventure if you make it one, shall we? The 4 of us pile in and it's off to the highway. This is sudden. Wait. That's the mystery machine. I don't care. Gavin, consulting a driving map on his phone, leads us out of the city via a series of weird turns and back roads. Trust me, this will... And Francine's already asleep in the back seat. Where's HAMZA set up this time? On site at some abandoned estate just outside town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement. I love arcade raids. Arcade auctions. Raids. Auctions. You guys got an arcade to English dictionary that I could borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers. A raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. I don't know why she became British too. Whatever, everybody's British now. An auction is when someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. So, which is this? It's both, dearie. Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate, and then he auctions them off his finds. Sort of. I'm fuzzy on the sort of part. I am the newbie here. Okay, well, so Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money, but he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Once I saw him trade off a vintage Burger Time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe passed down through generations of family. So, in other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, we cart them away. Instead, he ambushes us with things like these impromptu auctions and makes us come down to where he entertains his... or makes us come down there to entertain his whims. I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure the games go to good homes, to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored that we got an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Palace and help the little guys like us. It's inefficient, and it relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Gavin is right, this could be a lot simpler. Helping out the little guy sounds good around here. How did you meet this Hamza guy anyway? I'm gonna pick the Naomi answer on this just to try and even out my levels here. I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people, am I right? Correctamundo! Hamza is a great guy. Is he hard to predict? Sure. But he's got a big heart, and that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days. Yes, because that's how you pay the bills and keep the doors open, with big hearts. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trade that's practically a steal, thanks to his personal modus operandi. But let's not push too far here. We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect. We don't have room to add many more games, especially relics like Hamza usually deals in. What about the off-site storage unit? We can just rotate games in and out more often. That's nearly full to bursting, and not cheap for us to rent on a monthly basis. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we can fill, should we find an excellent deal, and beat other bidders. But consider this, above anything else, a way to maintain relations with Hamza, even if we don't end up bidding. Aww, Naomi is sad.
Oh, now, Naomi, Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite.
Yeah.
And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration upon, we can always retire an older game.
This is true.
Life, my young friends, is a series of trade-offs.
Well, isn't it better to, not just settle and compromise all the time?
Well, now, there are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs.
Please explain that in English.
Silly to say that you should never compromise. As silly as it is to say you should always compromise. It's what you compromise that defines who you are.
Thank you, Francine.
You're so young yet. You've time to make mistakes in learning what trade you need to make.
Unless you don't make rent on your apartment or your stomach is growling. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life and to stand up for myself and my happiness. And boy howdy, am I starting to regret that trade-off. I mean, it's been good times at the Funplex, but no, not the time for introspection, work to do. New default topic diversion, the weather! Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing, right? Come on! Oh, wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap the cabinets in just in case. Ah, that's our Gavin, always thinking ahead. Trying to protect your investments, huh? From Hamza's invitation, it seems this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to the ailments that the games are already suffering. It's so sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just ruined beyond repair. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games in barns, exposed to the elements, falling apart. I suppose that is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games. For their resale value, you mean? A broken game is no fun to play with, and it's a shame to see a classic in terrible condition. Okay. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, especially the older ones. To experience them in their glory, you need to show them care. Even beyond a busted game earning no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game lie fallow. It's a waste of potential. Good point. That's good. They're actually seeing eye to eye on something. Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. With the rain pounding down on the van roof, conversation gets difficult. Gradually, everybody resumes fiddling about with their phones, or knitting, or driving. Which leads me to wonder, where is this auction and or raid happening anyway? We've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. What would a massive trove of arcade games be doing this far out into the sticks? Maybe it's some closed down roller rink or an old bowling alley, or maybe it's a creepy old house that's likely haunted by exactly 87,194 ghosts. Half of them named Clyde. And we're back to Bald Mountain again. Alright, that being said, the classic Lobo luck, so majestically awful. Gavin pulls up alongside any number of other vans and trucks. We're here a little late, it seems. Is this really the auction site? Creepy, definitely creepy. At least an 8 on the creepometer. An old home has character, I feel. Let's not judge it by the exterior. With all speed, the group hurries inside to get away from the weather. A large group has already gathered in the foyer of the crumbling estate, but one rushes forward to greet us all in a blur, as the others pay little mind.
Greetings, friends.
This is HAMZA. Hi.
HAMZA welcomes our friends from the Funplex. Welcome, welcome.
Oh boy, hi HAMZA.
Gavin, stalwart as ever. Naomi, love what you've done with your hair. Miss Francine, a beauty surpassed only by your wisdom.
Wow, okay, so definitely a smooth talker, for sure. Okay. Oh, fresh.
And a new player, it seems. Who might you be? I
Agilova.
see. Greetings to you and yours. I am known as HAMZA, seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games. And welcome to, well, not my home, but a place where HAMZA shall provide hospitality regardless.
I like this guy. Thank you for your gracious invitation. You don't comment on the place. Seeker of antiquity. I mean, kind of is. No. Thank you for your gracious invitation. Thank you for your invitation, Mr. HAMZA. I understand that you only invite a select few. The Funplex is proud to accept your summoning. Now you sound like me! Oh no, I've got to do a HAMZA voice now. Indeed, I am very careful who I allow to my events. These machines is of honors who will respect and appreciate them. HAMZA will accept nothing less. Alas, I have not a moment to enjoy your fun company, Agilobo. Perhaps later, but for now, it is time. Clapping twice for attention, HAMZA rallies the small crowd in the room to begin the proceedings. Friends, companions, longtime allies of the noble art of the arcade, welcome, welcome to Donnawood. That's supposed to be like Dollywood. Its story begins nearly 30 years ago when legendary pop musician Donna Michaels, singer of such hopes as Thrilling and Mama Don't Mope, did a stately pleasure dome decree. Here, the reclusive idol crafted a private amusement park, a petting zoo, and an arcade. Alas, she could only enjoy this paradise for a short 10 years before her tragic death. Needless to say, the estate has fallen on hard times ever since. In this year, it shall be torn down to make way for condominiums. But not before we have our say. Friends!
Those rooms that Donna Michaels cherished still lurk one floor below, ready to be rescued from such a terrible fate. It is our moral imperative to do so. I have paid the estate owners a princely sum for the entire lot. Now, HAMZA parcels them out to you. By all means, browse the collection. See which pieces sing out to you.
Sweet.
On the far table, you shall find refreshments, grapes, sparkling wine, and delicacies from my travels. Mingle, cavote, and we shall begin the auction in 1 hour's time.
Oof, okay. Indeed, a lavishly arranged table that probably cost more than any single arcade game to put together is descended upon by the invitees soon after. I feel like I'm attending some ancient Roman celebration of debauchery and gluttony, not an arcade raid, or an arcade auction, or whatever. Donna Michaels, I knew it! I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it was raining too hard. Who? You've never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest musical act of 1980. I can't think of a different cuss word right now. 1980, fuck. Naomi, I was born in 1990, fuck. I'm totally plugging my phone into the van stereo so we can blast Girls Just Wanna Play Games all the way home. Girls just wanna play. That's all they wanna play. Some games. Oh, man. Alright. But first, I'm gonna go check out the cabinets in her arcade. I'm not really into mingling. Later. She dashes off with all speed, heading for the stairs leading below. I suppose I should go and network a bit. HAMZA's events always draw an interesting crowd of rival arcade owners. Heading for the foodstuffs, Gavin arranges himself a plate so he has an excuse to hang around and eavesdrop on other collectors. Leaving me to do stuff? Now I see why Ashley was bored of these events. Gavin schmoozes, Naomi analyzes the finds, and Francine's already napping in a chair. I've got nothing to do. Well, when in doubt, find someone who knows what they're doing and stick to them like glue. I want to go see the games. Because that's why we're all here. We're all here to see the games. Well, we're mostly here. I mean, we're also here a little bit to canoodle and schmooze with people. But I am going to go with Naomi on this one. That being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here at this point. I've been recording for 2 hours. It's been a lot of fun. I even had one of the developers show up, which was so cool. But I am going to go ahead and stop here. Yeah, I've been playing this game for 2 hours, so I don't even know how far into the game we are. We're barely in Chapter 2 right now. So, actually, before I forget, save. Here we go. I need to create a new save spot here. Saving game. Alright, so actions, options, history, help. Oh, I can actually get hit. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can actually relive all of my favorite narrative choices here. That's interesting. Or I can just reread it to see if I missed something. Alrighty, so that being said, I am going to go ahead and call this a recording session. Thank you all so much. Eventually, I'll try and import these over to YouTube. Hopefully, recording has gone sufficiently well this evening. But I might break this up into, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 pieces. Not sure how I want to split stuff up. But definitely something to look into for the future. Actually, I think I need to upload some other videos from a different LP in the meantime.